Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Steven here and welcome to a quick update and dismantling video on the UMI Iron. Now I've got this device here 1 week ago and people keep asking me when is the review coming, how does it perform, and we did see Styler's dismantling video. Is there actually still the 3000 mAh battery inside? Now I don't know, but we're going to find it out today, and I know that you guys are excited because the shipping of the pre-order starts in 3 days on the 17th of July. And you guys want to know what you get for your money. And yeah, we're going to check out something today, so the hardware, but there are still some software bugs and I want to wait with the review. So Yumi also told me I shouldn't do it right now because there's some bugs, but they're going to release the OTA on Sunday, so probably you guys will just unpack the device which you get and you will have to do the OTA. Because the current firmware is kind of buggy and there are some issues, and I don't want to review some not finished firmware just like on the Elephone P7000, because then people really think this is super bad, then a shitstorm is starting that I tell lies or whatever. So I will just wait with the review until we have the stable firmware, which will probably come on Sunday. Alright, UMI Iron, and eFox has now some great deals, so you can get a lot of accessories if you're interested in this device, and I will leave you the links down below. Would help me if you check it out, but you don't have to. Okay, then now let's get directly started. So in this video we're going to open it up, but before we do that I just want to tell you what I have experienced in the last week with the UMI Iron. So let's go guys. So guys, here's the UMI Iron, and let's quickly talk about some things I like or I don't like. First of all, I don't like that black bar around the display. It's really massive, but except of the black bar there are no other borders. So that's pretty good, so it's not that bad like on the Elephone P7000, but it's still ugly. Now on the advertisement pictures they had a black wallpaper, so it looked way better. It looked almost bezel-less, but no, this phone is definitely not bezel-less. If you're using a bright and shiny wallpaper just like this one here, you can definitely see it. I mean, in white it would probably look better. But that's just the design of the phone. So far so good, and I can deal with that. Then I don't like that you have software buttons, and when you press those software buttons there's a sound if you have the sound on, and this sometimes cracks up, so it gets very quiet then very loud again. So I guess there's something wrong with the speaker firmware. Let's see if that gets improved in the next update, but I don't think it's a hardware problem, because if you play back music and you play back all the time, it sounds really good. It's just when the speaker starts to play back that sometimes just cracks up. Okay, notification LED at the bottom here. I really like it, nice feature, it's really big so you cannot miss that, and it also lights up when you charge it, so this is looking really good. Now if you have expected that this phone here is a metal unibody phone, I have to disappoint you. The only thing which is metal, it's actually the back cover here, and I think there's a metal frame inside, but we're going to check that out. Rest, top and bottom here, it's basically plastic. Here you can see the speaker grid, and the speaker, in my opinion, it's not that good, but let's wait for the update. Maybe there's an equalizer, something like that, which improves the speaker frequencies, because it's sounding really flat and dumb. It doesn't sound so good at all. Rear camera, it's okay. Front-facing camera is okay too. Here you can see it. Oh my god, I look destroyed. And the front-facing camera is not really the best, but it's optimized to use those features like heart rate monitor and that EV, so eye unlock service. Okay, then let's talk about the heart rate monitor. And here you can see one of the bugs. So currently, for instance, the heart rate monitor just hangs up the system for me, and the phone crashes when you try to measure, so they will fix all the bugs, so don't worry about that. This will be fixed for sure. Okay, so now it did hang up, but yeah, we closed the application. And the heart rate monitor basically works like this. We don't have a sensor just like in the Samsung Galaxy S whatever, or on the Galaxy Note. We just have here the front-facing camera and a light sensor. And this is a very old method, so yeah, basically you could use that with an application for ages. And this is just measuring the light change with the light sensor and the front-facing camera, so how much blood is pumped through your finger, and then it calculates the heart rate with that. So this feature is so useless, and probably I won't use it at all. What I really liked on that phone is the front-facing camera LED flash, because this is so strong. This could really make you blind. Okay, so there we go. And it's way stronger than on the Ulefone B Touch. So this is definitely great. I've also used that eye unlock feature, so we can quickly check that out here. And here we have System UI Lollipop, and here you can see the instructions for this eye unlock. And it works. It works actually good. I didn't expect that, but you have to hold the phone like 15 centimeters away from your head. And yeah, basically your eyes are getting scanned like in this picture here. And this is absolutely crap because it takes 20 seconds to get you recognized. I mean, if they improve it, it's probably okay, but it looks so stupid. I did it in the tramway and people were looking at me like I'm a retard, so I'm obviously not using that feature. It would be way better to have a fingerprint scanner. There would be a lot of space, and yeah, I don't like that eye unlock feature. But we can just check it out. So basically you have to move your head here like 15 to 20 centimeters away from the front-facing camera, and then you can scan your eyes. So here like this it won't work, so I would have to get more near to the camera, but I will show you that in the full review when I've got somebody who films me. Okay, yeah, we're not seeing your eyes, but I can tell you that feature is working really great, but I'm not going to use that. So if you want to get this device because of the eye unlock and the heart rate monitor, you will be disappointed. So those features, they're actually crap. Now the rest of the phone, it's okay, GPS okay, performance okay, so we can quickly check that out before we take it apart. I get the same score like on the Meizu M2 Note, even though this device comes with 1 more gigabyte of RAM. But well, that 1 more gigabyte of RAM is not really boosting your performance. So don't expect that it's a real flagship because it comes with 3 gigabytes of RAM. The 1.3 GHz Octa Core is still limiting. But the performance, it's definitely okay, and the display, it's really full HD. Android 5.1 runs with full 64-bit support. And also it's very clean, so no chunk on there. 13 megapixel rear camera, we're going to check that out when we take it apart. And 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Now the front-facing camera, it's not the best. Let's see what the update can do for us. I'm not really sure what it does, but they said they're going to improve it. So front-facing camera could be better, but it's really good optimized, so the eyes and everything, to also make that eye unlock feature work in dark rooms. So it has a pretty high ISO, it works pretty good, it's adjusting that, and it works also when it's completely dark, so that's basically good. The rest, it's just like on a normal Android phone. Battery lifetime is okay, but now I just want to go because I'm so excited and I want to see what battery we have in here. Because Styler showed us his battery was 3000 mAh, but now I want to do the same because people asked all day long. And let's just go, let's take it apart and let's see what I got here under the hood. So let's go, guys. So guys, there we go. I've now removed the 6 screws all along the frame, which are basically holding the back cover together with the frame. So now you can lift off the back cover, that's really easy, so there we go. By the way, back cover is made out of metal, but it's really thin. Then let's have a look at the buttons. So here you can see them, metal buttons, so they're just falling out when you remove the back cover. Volume rockers, here the power button. And wow, what do we see here? 3000 mAh, so that's basically the same like Styler's battery. And I guess we have received the same hardware revision because it was shipped 3 weeks ago. And yeah, I guess we have the same thing. Here you can see the number of the battery, that's probably some production number, date or whatever. And on the package, UMI says 3180 to 3350. So that's definitely less, but maybe it's just 3180 to 3350 under laboratory conditions when it's discharging with a very low rate. Well, I don't know guys, but if it has something like around 3000, this is good for me. The phone has some efficient chipset, the MTK6753. It's pretty good. In the Meizu I get a good battery lifetime with 3100, which is also not 100% correct. So 3000 should definitely give you a day of battery lifetime. Okay, let's remove the plastic bumpers here at the top and bottom. Then let's see what we have under the battery. And yeah, then let's get out the mainboard. So there we go. So guys, here's a close-up of the bottom PCB, let's check it out. So that's the bottom side of the smartphone, here we have the USB port. On the other side of the bottom PCB we have actually a noise cancelling microphone. then here we have some golden contacts, and they are actually pressing here against the antenna foil here in the plastic bumper. You see there's a cable coming from the top, so basically this is just the GSM antenna cable, goes in here, there's a trace on the board which goes to the pins here, which are pressing against the foil here in the plastic bumper. So it's actually good that we have a plastic bumper, because you really have to design good antennas if you have a full metal back cover, because this would shield the antennas. With the plastic bumper it's no problem and you will have a good signal. So for me it's okay if you just have a metal cover in the middle of the phone, but you have a good signal. The speaker, I said before, the speaker for me, it's terrible. It's a bit better than on some other cheap phones I've had, but I don't like it. And you see it's also kind of small. Here are the golden contacts of the speaker, here the corresponding golden contacts on the bottom PCB. Here we have the vibration motor, and what you can see here, you see when I scratch it, this is metal. So we have some metal frame on the inside. Here in the middle it's kind of thin, but we have some really massive frame here. Just check this out. This is really massive. We have that on both sides. We have there the threads for the metal back cover, and it gives it really some extra stability. Now, not the whole phone is made out of metal, but that's some decent metal frame on the inside, so not really bad. Then here the vibration motor, it's in the right bottom corner of the phone, and yeah, it feels kind of good due to that metal case chassis around it. You feel the vibration feedback basically everywhere, so it's nice embedded. Then here we have another connector port, and here we have a flex cable, and this is basically the connection to the mainboard. So this goes up to the mainboard and connects bottom PCB and the mainboard of the phone. Alright guys, then let's have a look at the top. Now here's the top side of the phone. Once again we have here a plastic bumper with all the antennas, like GPS, Wi-Fi as you can see, so it's also labeled on the mainboard. Mainboard looks really well designed, so all the connectors and everything, this is like it should look, definitely great. Here in the corners we have some more antennas, so let me check what it is. I guess this is Bluetooth, and here, I don't know, so it's not labeled anymore, but yeah, basically all the antennas are in the plastic bumper, and that gives you a better signal than with a full metal body, so that's actually good. And yeah, here we have another connector, so here too, here we have the top microphone, so this is now definitely a microphone. First of all I thought, yeah, that's UMI, that could be a reset hole, that could be a fake hole, but no, this is a second microphone. We have the same microphone at the bottom. I don't want to take it completely apart because I need to use it for the review, but here you can see the top microphone, which is basically the same model like the bottom microphone. And the dual tone LED flash, so you can see that's really yellow, that's a little bit more orange. And here the rear camera, kind of huge module. And yeah, here the IF shields, and I would say let's just go now and let's unscrew the mainboard and let's check it out. And by the way, the lens here is also removable. Okay, so that are the basics, then now let's go and let's check out the rest. Now guys, here you can see the phone without the battery and without the plastic bumpers. We have here a metal chassis as you can see, so this is not plastic. Here it's about 1 millimeter thick, and here we have some massive outer borders and also in the threads for the back cover. Basically here you can see the bottom PCB, we'll have a look at that soon, and here the mainboard which holds the chipset and everything. Here you can see a flex cable which connects bottom PCB and mainboard, and well, so far it's looking really good. I like that metal chassis here on the inside. Unfortunately here the bottom, it just comes with a plastic bumper, but this gives you a better signal quality. Okay, here you can see the battery, and yeah, it comes with a flex cable and a connector, so it's not soldered. That's pretty good, you can easily replace it, and it weighs 45 grams, and yeah, that's a little bit lightweight for a 3000 mAh battery. If you would say 50 mAh per gram minimum, yeah, kinda lightweight. But I will tell you my battery life and also the battery performance when I have flashed the full or latest software actually. Okay, that's basically it, so this is how it looks like. Then now let's go and let's check out some close-ups of all the boards here. So I've now removed the mainboard, and you see here's still the metal chassis, and here you can see the flex cable with the display IC, so that's basically what controls the display. Really important, if you're going to change the display, make sure the number on the flex matches, because sometimes they are changing that IC and then you're really fucked. Here at the top we have the speaker, and you can see here plus minus of the speaker, so basically some golden contacts which are touching other golden contacts on the mainboard. Here the lens, front facing camera, sensor lens, and well, that's basically it. Here the threads for the mount, and yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot this. So that's basically the digitizer flex cable, and here we have the flex cable from the buttons, and let me show you them. So here on this side you can see here the power button, and here the volume up and volume down button. And here's a flex cable which basically connects to the mainboard, so it's not soldered to the mainboard, and that's also pretty good. Okay, so that's the top here without the mainboard, and now let's go and let's check out the mainboard. Now here's the motherboard of the UMI Iron. Here you can see the model number Y900 MB version 1.1, so that's the revision. Then here you can see some RF shields, so basically they are shielding the chips from the chipset. We have here some golden points, we have here test points, a VBAT point, a ground point, so nothing special. Then here we have the dual SIM card slot. It only holds nano SIM cards, and this is basically a combo slot, so you can also put in a micro SD card, and then you can choose one SIM card and one SD card, or two SIM cards, but both is not possible. Alright, then let's have a look at the components here at the top. Here we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, looking good so far. Here light and proximity sensor, really small, and here we have the front facing camera, it's that small module, and it says here 900B version 2. Not really sure what manufacturer, I have to check this out in my datasheets, but they're also quite old, so I have to get some updated ones. Here we have the front LED flash, and you see it's a little bit darker, but it's really bright, not such a crap like on the Ulefone B Touch. And here the rear camera module, and you see it's also kind of small, but the lens here kind of big. So let's turn it around and let's go and let's check it out, guys. Now guys, here's the opposite side of the mainboard, whatever you want to call it, front or back side. And well, here we have some more RF shields, but I don't want to take off the tape and cut them, because you could always break something, and I still need that device here for the review. We have here some test points for the connector here, as you can see, and that connector is basically to connect mainboard and bottom PCB. Here some more for the flex cables, that one here for instance for the digitizer, that one here for the buttons, and basically if the buttons are not working, here you would have some test points, so it always works like this. Here you have a connector for the bottom antenna, basically a cable is going down to the bottom PCB, and there, as I've shown you before, you have such golden contacts which are just pressing against some antenna loop in the plastic cover. Oh yeah, here at the top we have already checked it out actually, so antenna connectors, 3.5mm headphone jack, here the top microphone, GPS antenna, Bluetooth. Here we have the dual tone LED flash and the rear camera. Now the rear camera, it says something like, what does it say? Sunwin 900A version 1. Actually, I've never heard of this before, and I couldn't find it in my datasheet, so I'm not sure which sensor it is. But yeah, it's looking good, and I still have to go to my library and just get some new updated data sheets, because I couldn't find it, so I really can't tell you, and I'm not really sure which sensor the UMI Iron is actually using, but I will try to find it out and compare it to the datasheet and the specs, and tell you that information in the full review. Okay guys, so that's basically it, that's the mainboard, and yeah, now we have taken apart the UMI Iron, so that's basically it. Oh yeah, my friends, we're now here at the end of this update video and dismantling video. Unfortunately, there is nothing different to stylus version, so I actually got the same thing. Maybe I can get some new devices, but I don't think that they're actually changing anything. And you can see the battery, it looks a little bit small for the capacity, also the weight is a little bit lightweight, but I will just tell you what battery lifetime I get when I have flashed the final ROM version. But so far it was not too bad, so I could make it through the day, but also the MTK6753 is quite efficient. Now yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. I will now just slowly just put it back together. Hope I find all the screws, because I just dropped some. And yeah, my full review will be online on Monday, Tuesday, whenever the firmware is ready. And I still need some time to play around with it, so please give me some time, and if you're not sure if you should order it, then just wait. So it's not running away. UMI is a huge company, they are producing tons of those devices, so it won't be sold out, trust me. Okay guys, then thank you so much for watching. As always, you can find the shop link down below in the description. And I hope I could answer some of the questions, still not all of the questions. But you know, I just don't want to review a product which is not finally optimized, otherwise we'll get a shitstorm again, like with the Elephone P7000. And some people still hate me, but hey, sorry bros, I just review what I get. Alright, then see you again in the full review. Have a nice day and bye bye. See you guys.